Living unknown sounds amazing. In a lot of ways, it is. But here's 5 things that people didn't warn you about. So freedom comes with a lot of responsibility. You don't have no parents, you don't have no friends, no roommates, or anybody that's going to tell you to take out the trash or clean the dishes or anything like that in nature. It's all really on you that you have to go ahead and figure out and get this done as much as possible. There be times where I'd be forgetting to go ahead and take out the trash, or there'd be times where the dishes doesn't get done for like 2 to 3 days because normally you get so accustomed with somebody else doing it or taking charge, but you realize that, you know what, that's not the case. You're the one that has to go ahead and get it done immediately. It's the same thing as cleaning the apartment. Like, I clean my apartment every other day. Whereas when I first started moving in there, I used to got comfortable of knowing that like maybe somebody else would have been cleaning it for me, whether it be a roommate, whether it be a parent, just somebody there that's gonna go ahead and take up the slack that I probably dropped off at or left. That responsibility is gonna be on you mainly because you need a structure for you to be able to make sure that, you know, housework is done. Because growing up as a child, living with your parents, right? Your parents would give you housework chores, and those housework chores was given to you by your parents. Now it's like you're sitting there trying to give yourself housework chores, and if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done, right? So you'll be the one that ultimately have to clean your dishes. You'll be the one that take out the trash. You'll be the one that cleans the floors. You'll be the one that cleans the bathroom and all the extra stuff that is needed to be done within the house. If you have like a patio setting like I do, I have to clean up the patio a lot because there's dirt that's always coming in my patio all the time. Even the most disciplined person could be lazy sometimes. I look at the trash and I'm like, oh, it's full. And I know I had to take a long walk to go to the trash can, but hey, it's either I do it that day or I do it the next following day, but it's procrastination that, you know, ultimately do that to you. Large overhead, right? You got bills that you got to take care of, right? You got utility bills that you got to look at. You got to make sure subscriptions are paid if you use subscription services as well, right? All of that is just fall on you. You have a huge level of responsibility that you have to carry on your back every single day when you're on your own place. So that's something that you have to put in mind if you do decide to get your own place sooner or later. I guess only sometimes if you were to have roommates, let's just say you had a girlfriend or something like that and you got comfortable sleeping with them right beside you. Now imagine waking up every single day by yourself and looking to the side of your bed and realizing that nobody's there. Imagine you now having to sit in front of your couch watching TV by yourself, whereas maybe you had like a sibling of yours, maybe whether it be a brother or a sister, a roommate, a family member, just coming out and just watching TV with you or even playing the video games with you if that's something that you like to get yourself into as well. You got to get comfortable being by yourself. So there's probably some conversations that you might miss out on. You know, sometimes you may have conversations with roommates, family members, friends. Having those conversations could really put joy in your day. But when you're by yourself, you got to learn to enjoy your own company. And for me, how I enjoy my own company is whether I'm drinking wine, listening to music, chilling in the balcony and reflecting about all the things that happened within my past life, reading a book. Sometimes maybe I might even go for a walk. So that's where it goes back to you having to enjoy your own company and being by yourself. Everything is just falling on you. You have to be comfortable being by yourself. Lesson 3 is going to be everything costs money. You have rent, you have utilities, you have groceries, you have furniture, you have unexpected expenses that you have to go ahead and worry about, whether that be gas, whether that be subscription services. Everything is really on you, and you have to be financially ready for you to be able to pull this trigger. For me, it took me about maybe 6 or 7 years to pull that trigger for me to be able to actually live on my own, because I'm not gonna lie to you. One thing about living by yourself compared to living at your parents' house or with a roommate, everything is going to fall on you, and you have to be prepared for anything, which is why it's important for you to have some savings, because you just don't know what unexpected thing is going to come to you during that moment of time where you're living by yourself. When I moved into my apartment, I wanted to make sure that I had a fully furnished apartment. So that's what took me longer for me to be able to get this place. So as soon as I moved in here, I was able to fully furnish my place within like the first week. And that cost money, right? Groceries. When I moved inside this apartment, I spent so much money on furniture and everything like that. I totally forgot about putting groceries inside the refrigerator. Now you got to make sure that rent money is there each and every single month, because that's something, that's your roof. This is where you're going to be living, and this is where you need to make sure that you maintain your frame, your foundation. Because now that you're moving out by yourself, you want to make sure that you could hold on to it, because it's really a beautiful thing to have, to be able to have the peace and quiet and learn more about yourself while you're living in a moment where you're fully present with yourself. So yeah, living alone is a lot more expensive because everything is a lot more harder for, especially for our generation right now, this present moment. We have no choice but to go ahead and adapt to the economy that we're living in right now to be able to move forward. I got some friends and some families that still living with their parents right now at this present moment, due to the economy and everything like that that's going on right now. But I don't blame them for that, because honestly, it is a huge expense. If you're not ready to go ahead and do it, don't do it. If you feel like you need to go ahead and live with your mother or father or a roommate or whoever that you need to live with for X amount of time, then by all means do it. Don't be afraid to get judged. Just because I moved out at 27, that doesn't mean you had to move out at 27, or you had to move out at a certain age. Age doesn't really necessarily matter. You just go ahead and make that move when you feel like you're ready to make that move for yourself. And that's the most important part. Don't follow or compare yourself to anybody else that's doing it. And I'm saying this because I actually did this. I did that for myself. I had friends, I had some family members who like left at a certain age, like 24, 23. Kind of felt like I was a little bit behind in my life a little bit, watching them leave a nest at the present moment of time. But ultimately, I just kept my head down, kept on saving, kept on stacking some bread until I was able to be comfortable enough. And my inner spirit let me know that, you know what, this is the right move for me to make at this present moment. And that's what I did. Here I am right now. Lesson number 4, discipline matters more than motivation, honestly, right? I have bills that I have to pay now. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to go to the gym. Now I'm starting to see if I can start making some YouTube videos for you guys. This all requires discipline. You have to have a structure within your day. You have to have a morning routine. You have to have a nighttime routine. Everything is all discipline. Matter of fact, I got a book for you guys that I'm actually reading right now. I read it before, but I'm actually rereading it now that I got my own space. So that way I can remember how important it is to be disciplined within your work or within your structure of how you plan your day. So this is the book here. This is the book here that I'm reading. It's called The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walters. And honestly, it has some good gems in there that you could go ahead and read for you to be able to enlighten your mind and everything like that. So being able to make sure that you have a plan each and every single day. Like for me personally, when I clean my place, I do it 3 times a week. Obviously, if you didn't see the floors yet, I have white marble floors, so those floors have to be cleaned all the time, and it's annoying cleaning them because they're white and they do get dirty. And I feel like I have ADHD, I think that's what it is, or OCD, one of the two. And when I see my floors dirty like that, I tend to want to clean them because I like it when it's clean. And ultimately, it makes you feel good as a person as well, you know, when you're able to manage all these things. I feel like in this generation, I feel like there's a lot of people who are kind of like delaying adulthood for the simple fact of us having to, you know, live longer within our parents' homes or roommates or wherever like that, because of the fact that life is getting hard. So yeah, once you get that feeling, you know that you got to be more in control of your life. And honestly, when I did leave my parents' house, I did feel like I'm a lot more control of my life. I'm a lot more able to have a structure, how I want my days to go, how I want my weeks to go. And now I'm starting to map out a plan on how my months are trying to go as well. So honestly, discipline goes a long way when you're having your own place. And sometimes I get it. There'll be days where I don't have the motivation to want to cook. There'll be days where I don't have the motivation to want to make videos. There's days where I don't have the motivation to clean or do anything like that. When you don't have the motivation to do it, that's where the discipline has to kick in, because honestly, if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? Nobody's not going to do it for you. You're going to come home and your home is going to be dirty. You're going to come home, you're going to see dishes in the sink. You're going to come home and your bathroom is messed up. All of this is all going to be dependent on you. So I think it's actually a good skill set to go ahead and learn discipline as soon as possible for you to be able to manage everything that you have, especially living by yourself. That's number 5, right? I think it changed me. I've only been living by myself for about 3 months now, heading on to 4. right? And honestly, let me put it this way. I was already independent, but I feel like it made me even more independent because now it's like I'm fully engaged into my adulthood. I feel like really you wouldn't be a true adult unless you got your own space and your full independence, at least experience it. Now, if you were to go ahead and had your own space and you move back, I'm not kind of those type of crowd of people. I'm talking about the people who never really got a chance to fulfill that freedom of being able to have your own space. It really does change you as a person, as a man or a woman, and it makes you go a long way. And honestly, it made me gain a lot of confidence as well. Like it feels good being able to walk around at work, walk around at the gym, maybe even going out to dating as well if I'm dating other women or whatever like that, and being able to implement and say that, yeah, I got my own place. You wanna come by? Like, come on. Come on, it's okay. Or when you're hanging out with friends, you'd be like, oh yeah, man, I got my own spot. We could kick it. We could watch a movie. We could play games or whatever you want to do. We could just hang out, right? And it builds that confidence within you if you don't have that confidence already for you to be able to tackle your day. Another thing as well that gets me going as well is like now it's like I'm really in the driver's seat of my own life, right? I don't have nobody in the passengers right now, or I don't have nobody driving the steering wheel for me right now. It's really just truly me, myself, and I, right? That's actually making this happen. So wherever I want to go ahead and take my life to at this present moment of this journey, it's all fallbacks on me. Nobody's here right now that's going to go ahead and design this life for me. Everything that I have right here is going to be implemented outside, and it's all falls back to me and what's going on right here. So honestly, it does give you a sense of controlling your life. If you have the availability for you to be able to do it, I say by all means do it. Stop thinking about it, stop questioning about it. I get it, I was in your shoes as well. I used to question myself, I used to doubt myself, but once I stopped dangling my foot inside the water and just decided to jump fully into it, I was able to manage. You will learn how to swim, right? Especially if you believe in yourself and know that whatever situation that you're in, you know that you could overcome any situation that you're in. Me, I like the analogy of being like water, right? Flow. If I'm in a container, I'm gonna take the shape of the container. I'm gonna flow. And honestly, you do a lot of reflecting. Like, at least for me, I'm a type of person, I'm a deep thinker. I think a lot. I think I have an overthinking problem, but I learned now to find different ways to deal with that due to the fact that there's so much more quietness, and now it's like I don't have no outside noises coming in and implementing what it is that I am trying to gather through my thinking process. So reflection goes a long way for me. When I reflect, think about everything that happened to me in the past that made me who I am today, and I think about where I want to be tomorrow, and then not only tomorrow, within the next 5 to 10 years. So with that being said, guys, if you're thinking about getting your own place, I would say go for it. I say keep those things in mind with you. And if you have that gut feeling to go ahead and jump into it, by all means, jump into it, as long as you know for a fact that you are ready to go ahead and do it. There's nothing stopping you to doing it except you. And if you believe in yourself heavily, you'll be able to overcome anything that you have that may be causing fear for you to be able to jump in the water. So with that being said, it's your boy Real Sense 98, and I'm signing out.